shadows, cold women, love scandals, smile at the switches and spit at the gallows. Had a feeling it was yesterday. Had a feeling it was so much more.
Since I left San Francisco, big punches, roll with them, angel in the morning, demon in the evening. Had a feeling it was yesterday. Had a feeling it was so much more. Had a feeling it was yesterday. Had a feeling it was so much more, so much more. The bell ringing, fresh trenches, a foot in the hole and a foot out for vengeance. Naysayers, two faces, a heart and a soul kept in two different spaces. Had a feeling it was yesterday. Had a feeling it was so much more. Had a feeling it was yesterday. Had a feeling it was so much more, so much I'm crumbling to pieces, little pieces on the ground. I'm crumbling to pieces, little pieces on the ground. And I haven't seen you lately since you're giving me the runaround.
evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Cincinnati, Ohio. We're here live at the Riverfront Stadium tonight. The NWA takes center stage as the Great American Bash continues to march its way. What happened there? Throughout the United States. All right, fans, we are back. And we are ready to kick this thing off tonight with our opening contest. Entering the ring at this time, the man known as the Outlaw, Ron Bass. The NWA has been making its way throughout the United States since the 4th of July. And tonight, we come to a main event which is going to feature the NWA champion, Big Van Vader, going one-on-one with Mike Rotundo. Stu Mayhem, your thoughts on that one?
Oh, my thoughts are real simple. I think Mike Rotundo is a tremendous talent. He's a great wrestler, but he's going to be overpowered, as is almost everybody. And thus far, with one exception, that power advantage has carried him over.
Well, speaking of power, we see Outlaw Ron Bass there in the ring, and here comes his opponent, the Cincinnati native himself, Flying Brian Pillman.
Well, this youngster, since coming on the scene here, has really gotten a lot of people's attention. And now, wait a minute, Ron Bass, what's he gonna do?
Ron Bass catches him off the top rope, and Pillman goes down. Well, he's the Outlaw. What do you expect? And now Brian Pillman with a flying head scissor takes him down.
Well, Pillman in front of the hometown, not going to go down and stay down, but he's going to have a hell of a fight ahead of him, that's for sure. Nice arm drag.
Again, he captures him with that Hurricane Rana style of head scissor, and now Ron Bass again into the turnbuckle. He goes drop kick right to the chest. Ron Bass now bringing him over to the turnbuckle, where he rams the young man into the pad over and over again.
Oh, Pillman blocked it that time, though, didn't he?
Pillman trying to go up, and man, he just made a mistake.
I'll say he did.
Ron Bass doing the damage. Referees count up to 7 if they don't get back in the ring. Pillman beats him back in, hits the ropes. Nice move by Flying Brian Pillman. Now the youngster with a suplex attempt. He couldn't do it.
Well, the Outlaw, also referred to as the Cowboy, Ron Bass. He is a wily veteran, and he is a tough guy. Pillman is going to have his hands full tonight in this matchup, but he's got the hometown behind him, and that may be enough to make the difference.
Irish whip to the ropes. What a drop kick. Another tremendous head scissor. Ron Bass has him up in the air. Throws him across the ring, and Pillman bails out. He takes Bass down on the concrete floor. Irish whip now sending Pillman into the corner. Fans, tonight we're going to have the Minnesota Wrecking Crew here in attendance. And I have been told again that the Nature Boy will be here tonight. We have no idea what capacity or what to expect. Doctors will not let him wrestle.
Well, this will be our first opportunity to see him since the injury back on the 4th of July.
Pillman and Bass continue to exchange. And I think Ron Bass getting a lot more in this match than he ever anticipated he would from this youngster. Oh, now look at this. Brian Pillman perhaps learning Oh, now Bass just sent him crashing down to the floor, and he may have struck that steel guardrail.
He may indeed, and Pillman not moving. He's hurt.
Bass rams his head into the guardrail. And now Pillman returns the favor. Both of these guys really exchanging blows in this one, and Pillman, with all he's got in him, trying to stay in this one. He does a great job right there. Pillman gets the big man up and down for the gutbuster. And now going up to the top rope. That has not been a good place for him here tonight.
Pillman, a seizing opportunity.
Crossbody, and he's got him. Will that be enough? Yes.
What a big victory for Flying Brian Pillman.
Take a look back at some of the highlights from this one, fans. Here's your winner, Flying Brian, in the opening contest here tonight. Fans loving that. The hometown hero go over big. We'll be back. All right, fans, we are back, and it is time for some tag team action. He returned to the stable last time out. Ole Anderson has returned, and the Minnesota Wrecking Crew. Ole and Arn Anderson head to the ring tonight, and they have got some formidable competition, to say the least.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be one of those kind of nights. Members of the Horsemen getting ready to step in the ring and do battle with a couple of their arch enemies, to say the least.
Arn Anderson has taken on the mantle of being the lead spokesman for the Four Horsemen in the absence of the Nature Boy Ric Flair as a result of those injuries sustained at the hands of Vader back on the 4th of July. And apparently the team had a meeting and decided, yes, Ole Anderson's family, we need him back. And back he is as a member of the Four Horsemen. Here comes one of the two challengers. This is the man they call Sting.
Well, a Great American Bash is definitely the time of year that a guy like Sting looks forward to, no doubt about that.
And here comes his tag team partner, the total package, Lex Luger.
One of the hottest commodities in wrestling today. The total package, Lex Luger, at one point in time was the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, the Florida State Heavyweight Champion. And a member of the Horsemen.
Well, you forgot to mention the United States Heavyweight Champion as well.
That is right.
All at the same time, and that did not last, unfortunately, because becoming the world champion essentially began the crack in the dam that is the Four Horsemen. But have they patched that crack? We'll find out here tonight, perhaps. Collar and elbow tie up, and now Sting backing Arn Anderson back into the ropes. We're going to be looking for a clean break here. And we get it. Inverted atomic knee drop, and he's got Anderson's full attention now.
Oh, got him with another one, too. And if the first one didn't get in, the second one sure did.
Sting gets him up in the air. Big slam, and down goes Arn Anderson. The Minnesota Wrecking Crew, ladies and gentlemen, have been one of the most dominant tag teams in the NWA in many, many years. Now that they are back together again, you have to wonder how far are they going to take this. Double team on the arm, and Sting takes that one, and now here comes the Patriarch, if you would, Ole Anderson with a big slam, and Ole doing some uncharacteristically celebration there before the match is even close to over, and he's usually a much more trained veteran than that. Sting with a lunging tag. Here comes the total package, Lex Luger.
Luger now using that momentum. Well, it may be over that quickly.
And you see the veteran wily skills of Ole Anderson right there coming to play. The experience of Anderson. Shot to the midsection, and now Luger in trouble. Big overhand right, and down goes the total package. Nice deep arm drag there. Luger strikes him with a knee right upside the head, and that one hurt.
Yeah, that definitely stung him. I can tell you, Ole Anderson, the body language changed right after that strike.
Here's a tag made, and now Sting back in the ring, and this time it's Sting with the advantage over Ole Anderson. Drops the leg. Now Ole back up, and there's an uppercut. Ole Anderson now in control. He's got Sting in trouble.
Sting going the wrong part of town. You don't want to be in that corner.
No, you definitely do not. And there's a tag made. Arn Anderson down across the arm of Sting, and Sting with a back elbow.
Well, Sting reacting like somebody who wasn't real happy there. Didn't appreciate the double team, I suppose.
Fans, a couple of big broadcasting notes to come during this program. I can share one of them with you now, and that is that between the dates of July 17th and 22nd, we had originally planned to have time delay broadcast of the Great American Bash on our Twitch sister channel. That will not happen. We may still have those broadcasts, but if we do, they will be right here on this channel. So we apologize for the confusion. But the Great American Bash, as of now, will take place here on YouTube exclusively until further notice. Anderson now down across the knee, gets the backbreaker, and Luger starting to feel them as they accumulate.
Anderson now's got him up, and what's he going to do with him?
Down across the top rope, and that's lately been everybody's favorite go-to move.
Well, that's what put Ric Flair out. It was the middle rope, but yeah, he strung him up there, did Vader.
Arn Anderson within inches of making an attack to Ole, and then Luger intercepts him. And now the total package sending Arn Anderson into the corner. And Anderson, self-preservation with a boot right to the face, and Luger down.
Well, they're called the Minnesota Wrecking Crew, and now maybe you can see why.
Spine buster by Anderson.
Well, this fight's taking a lot out of Anderson as well, because that was an opportunity, but it took him a long time to go for the leg.
And that was time that Luger was able to recuperate. Going to the eyes, and he rakes the eyes of Luger.
Well, that's the great equalizer there, because there's no defense for an eye rake.
Oh, no, here they go. That spike pile driver, that should be it.
And it would have been, but Sting makes the save and now fights off Arn Anderson, but the numbers game catches up to him.
Luger in trouble. The Horsemen have clearly not gotten past the fact that Luger betrayed them, in their opinion, by going after the world title, which he ended up winning. Luger with a big forearm, and down goes Ole Anderson.
And now Luger, what's he doing?
He's got him on the torture rack. Luger's got him up on the torture rack. This could be it.
Anderson manages to escape, and he hits with a DDT.
Not many people get to come out of the torture rack and still be in a match. Arn Anderson now goes down for the cover, hooks the leg. He's got his feet up on the ropes. Referee doesn't see it. Will that be enough?
He almost got him.
Fans, we knew this was going to be one for the record. Shoulder breaker.
That could really do a number on Luger and his ability to apply the torture rack moving forward in this match.
Could easily separate his shoulder with a move like that. That's why it got the name it did. Anderson working the head and neck area of Lex Luger, one of the most developed head and neck areas. Spine buster, and down goes Luger.
Total package in trouble. Anderson has him back up now. Anderson was going for the DDT, I think, and Luger caught him.
And now the total package bringing him over to his corner. Tag made, double team, and now Ole Anderson distracting the referee as Sting goes to the middle rope, down across the arm of the Enforcer. This crowd solidly behind the Stinger.
Wow, good move right there by Anderson. That knee right to the bridge of the nose stung him.
And there's the DDT. Anderson hooks the leg. Luger able to make the save. Ole couldn't keep him out. Now Luger gaining the advantage. Arn Anderson trying desperately to make the tag. Ole's there. Tag is made. Sting is just getting back up to his feet. Ole has him up again. What's he going to do? Face first into the turnbuckle.
Ole Anderson really giving it to Sting right now. The super slam on the arm.
Oh, now Ole Anderson raining down those fists, and Sting has been busted open. Blood now flowing down the forehead of Sting.
Oh, he just got caught.
He was trying to take Ole off the apron, and he did get caught.
Well, the crowd really Cincinnati trying to get Sting back up in this match, but that blood really flowing. That's the kind of thing that'll always affect the guy. The question is how.
Oh, Sting! He's got him in the Scorpion! Will only be able to hang on.
I don't like the looks of this one for Ole Anderson.
And Sting released the hold. Anderson would not submit.
He may wish that he did. Tag is made. Here comes the total package, Lex Luger. Big boot.
What a move right there, the double team. And now Sting in the ring. He catches Arn Anderson with a DDT. Luger's got his feet on the ropes and he gets the win with it.
Wow. What a match.
Fans, that had it all. And don't be surprised to see that as a match of the year contender. Tremendous replays here. Thank you, 2K, for that. Spinebuster right there by Arn Anderson. There's the DDT by Anderson. And despite being busted open in this one, Sting and Luger together, able to get it done. A huge victory over the Minnesota Wrecking Crew. Fans will be back with more live from Cincinnati, Ohio when we return. Stay with us. All right, fans, we are back. And we're going to take a look at the NWA Television Champion Nikita Koloff. Also 1/3 of the 6-man tag team champions.
All right, you see him wearing that title down to the ring right now. Of course, the six-man tag team title not defended. And tonight, not even the TV title on the line. It's just going to be a one-on-one match.
Well, the fans not exactly overwhelmed by the man referred to as the Russian Nightmare. Fans, we have a major announcement regarding programming on the channel that'll be coming up right after this match, and you will not want to miss that. The Russian Nightmare, Nikita Koloff. And we are ready to kick this thing off. Let's go. Randy Mulkey on the other. Wait a minute. Barry Windham. Barry Windham making an appearance here ringside. Nikita Koloff not too happy about that. He tells him, I want it. He's telling him to get back in the locker. The locker room area, and Barry's like, hey, I'm just here to watch. Of course, Barry Windham hot on the heels of Nikita Koloff for that television championship. Randy Mulkey getting the advantage over Nikita Koloff right off the bat. Who'd have thought that? And now Mulkey, what's going on here? Koloff not moving. Splash from the top rope by Mulkey. I'll tell you, I don't know what the heck's happening here, but Nikita Koloff all kinds of distracted by Barry Windham's appearance. Drop kick by Mulkey, and Nikita Koloff is down. And now Nikita Koloff with that overhead press slam. And now I feel that things may not be going so well for Randy Mulkey the rest of the way here tonight. Irish whip to the rope, back out front. Both men collide. Koloff with a belly-to-belly suplex, something he learned from Magnum TA. Goes for the cover. And Mulkey able to kick out.
Just because you're able to doesn't mean you need to.
Oh, big knee lift right there by Mulkey. Perhaps he feels the distraction of Barry Windham's going to give him an opportunity to pull out an upset. And when I say upset, that's the only word I can think of, but it would be much more.
It would be monumental, I can tell you that right now.
Irish whip sends him into the turnbuckle, and now again, Nikita Koloff distracted by Barry Windham, who was just watching. And now these two men going face to face here. Mulkey just caught Koloff. Windham says, hey, I didn't have anything to do with it. And now Barry Windham heading out as Koloff gets thrown again into the guardrail. Koloff with a neck breaker on the cement floor.
Now Mulkey paying the price.
Russian leg sweep into the guardrail. And again on the concrete floor.
Well, nobody's going to deliver the Russian leg sweep as good as Nikita Koloff.
The count continues to climb. Nikita Koloff leaving him outside the ring on the floor and getting the victory. But it was not the way he planned on it, I can assure you.
Well, a lot of things didn't go the way he had planned. But at the end of the day, the hand raised, and that is part of the plan.
Nikita Koloff, Barry Windham, we have not heard the last of those two men here during the Great American Bash, I assure you. We'll be back with more. Stay with us. All right, fans, we are back, and look at this. Joined by James E. Cornette.
Well, Jim's got a lot on his mind nowadays after single-handedly costing his team the tag team titles.
You know, a lot of you goofballs might think I'm upset right now, but I'm not. Because, yeah, I made a mistake. I had a lapse of judgment, and it cost the Midnight Express the Tag Team Championship, but that's something I have to deal with. But one thing about us is we're not the kind of team. The reason that we are the best isn't because we don't get knocked down. The reason we're the best is because we never stop getting back up. We're 3 days away. Michael P.S. Hayes and Jimmy Jam Garvin. Call yourselves fabulous Freebirds all you want. Don't make a difference, because Bash at the Beach, the Midnight Express are coming to town. We're going to take those titles back in Daytona. You better believe that. Now you look what beautiful Bobby did. He did what nobody could do. He did what the Nation Boy Ric Flair himself couldn't do. He went eye to eye, nose to nose with the beast they call Vader. And is the only man to have his hand raised when it was all said and done. What do you think he's going to do to you two goofballs? So I tell every one of you in this arena and everyone outside within the sound of my voice, the Midnight Express, before the Great American Bash is over, will once again be the tag team champions. You can believe that. My mama spent good money, and I have used it to get the greatest tag team in the world. And Bash at the Beach, we're going to prove it to everybody.
Will that happen? We'll find out in 3 days.
All right, fans, it is time for our main event. It will be for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. And we promised you a major announcement, and here it is. Immediately after this stream ends, going live for the first time, a brand new program in our series, and it is called Inside the Creator Studio, where we will feature one of the top CAW creators in the universe, not only doing and working on a project, but being interviewed by Vince McMahon himself. It is a 1-hour special you won't want to miss, and it goes live right at the end of this stream. And the debut episode will feature the one, the only, the legend, Tongue List. As we take a look at the challenger, Mike Rotundo making his way to the ring. And now here comes the champion, the man they call Vader.
Well, Vader is the champion. He is the man.
He is the man. He's the man that put the Nature Boy Ric Flair on the shelf. And tonight he's got his opportunity to go up against an All-American in Mike Rotundo.
The man, the monster, the myth, they've called him every name you can imagine, but he's also earned those names.
No secret about it. When he went up against Bobby Eaton, as Jim Cornette mentioned, Eaton surprised Vader, and then the very next night, Manny Fernandez came within a whisper, a lot of controversy around that match. Perhaps the champion's schedule is starting to take its toll on Vader. There is a downside to not being a more svelte-built athlete in a sport like wrestling, with the schedule that he's got to deal with right here in July. Well, we're going to find out in a few moments. Is it, in fact, Vader time? What? Wait a minute. Woo! What? The Nature Boy! Is that Ric Flair is here? The Nature Boy, Ric Flair is here! Wait a... That's Buddy Landel! The Nature Boy, Buddy Landel, you've got to be kidding me. Does he have a death wish?
Well, Landel had the attention of the champion for a moment until he realized it wasn't Ric Flair.
I don't know that Vader's going to be impressed by that or amused by that. Buddy Landel came out and made everyone in this building think Ric Flair was coming out.
Well, it is the Nature Boy. I mean, just not the one we were expecting.
Well, if I were Buddy Landel, I'd be very cautious about poking a bear the size of Vader. All right. We are ready. Bell sounds, action's underway, and Vader right off the bat taking down Rotundo, and he's in trouble.
You see the pain. Vader is already put on the body of Mike Rotundo, having trouble getting back to his feet.
Well, Vader promised he was going to make an example of somebody here tonight. As Rotundo goes to work on the head and the neck. And wait a minute, Vader just powers out of that with ease. And now the monster prepares and throwing Rotundo down to the ground as he thought he was going to have an opportunity.
Oh, Rotundo managed to reverse that one.
And now Mike Rotundo, smart move going after the knees of Vader. Take away the legs of the monster and all of a sudden the size and strength is gone.
Tremendous clothesline, and Vader doing whatever he wants at this point in time. Rotundo, though, with a nice block.
He just cannot match the power and the strength of Vader. Vader pummeling him now. All legal, and Vader just continues the beat down of Mike Rotundo. Fans reminding you that, yes, indeed, the legendary creator tongue list will be in a very special 1-hour debut episode of Inside the Creator Studio. And that will be live immediately following this event. Vader charging in. There's a full buckle bomb. Look at Rotundo trying to get to his feet. He managed to get away from that one. Suplex, and the champion is down.
Oh, look at Rotundo's going to try and steal one here, but that's a 1 count.
Going, he couldn't get the weight up. Who can blame him? Vader's got him in trouble. Rotundo goes up and he goes down. This could be the match. Mike Rotundo is in trouble. There's the powerbomb. Vader hooks the leg. And it's over.
Well, that's why he is the NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
Vader comes out tonight and proves that not only is he the champion, actual sign of respect there. I didn't expect to see that. Vader destroying Mike Rotundo in that one. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for joining us and remind you, check out Inside the Creator Studio. It's coming up next. We will see you tomorrow for more of the Great American Bash. So long, everyone.